It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Broncos and the Titans on Sunday night primetime.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs,
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all of his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Spears on second down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Tannehill. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Able to slither by. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. There's Manhurts, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Trying for it with Pirine. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Pirine. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown from 10 yards out. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now it's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That caught by Manhertz. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Got a man. That's little Jordan Humphrey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd down and 6 now. A give left side for Pirine. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Escaping the press. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are once again back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st down, Tannehill. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the second.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run it with Pirine on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. They'll run again with Pirine. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Down to about the 37.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get that complete to Dow. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's Tannehill. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Out of the end zone comes Smith. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now Wilson. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On the draw, Pirine. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is taken at the 18. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Hand off to Spears. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion is Westbrook-Akina. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
47-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Pirine. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd down and 1. Again, here's Pirine. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Johnson's got it complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Handoff here for Pirine. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll hand it to Pirine. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pirine. It's into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Titans now. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 24. Off the play fake. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That caught by Manhertz. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll run it here with Pirine. Powering forward. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Wilson. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Tannehill. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Throwing, Tannehill. Big strides, look at him go. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle. So they're
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Oh, some strong running. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tannehill, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Riley Moss, and the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game, but give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.